I was going to say, there's nobody in. Well, you're welcome on that little step. And that's the original step and the original door. So that's been here since 1946. Solid. This is the original solid door. They made it a lot warmer, adding that extra piece. This is the Omani crest, and that's 100,000 welcomes in Gaelic. Green, white and orange. All this was here. All that. This is all original. You think of this with the what's name chappie, you think everything was falling down. It's a lovely little home. It's the airing cupboard. That's all original. I mean, what could be nicer? You can understand me not wanting to move. You've seen the bathroom. And when you're around here, I told you about the hotel, didn't I? There you are. That was the hotel. Anyway, when I came back home in June 46, yes, my wife had this letter from the London County Council. That's what it was in those days. London County Council, telling her that there was a 2-bedroom property available in Catford, or Downham, North Downham. So we made inquiries. She lived in Hackney. She was living in one room with my 2 children then. I hadn't seen the second one. He was born when I was away. So anyway, we had to inquire where to go. So we caught the train to Catford Bridge, and a bus from there went all the way round the world to come here, and the whole place was surrounded with wire, about a 7-foot fence all the way round. We had to show this permit to somebody at the gate to let us into this site, and there were bulldozers up and down, there were lorries there were men with picks that were working, there were stuff in the roads, cupboards, all manner of things. They were putting stuff in. We were the 3rd one to go in. When we opened the key, we were given 2 keys. The chappie in the office, Lucia, at the council said, you can have number 6 or number 8. 2 keys, take your pick. They're both ready for occupation. So we tried number 6. And gently my wife opened that door and looked in and said, what a lovely big hall. We can get the pram in here. And it was a pram, not a pushchair. It was one of these big prams. And she said, Terry can look out the window in the garden, see the birds and everything. Then we saw a toilet. An inside toilet in 1946 was unknown. You had to be very, very posh. You had to have plenty of money to have a house that had a toilet inside. We'd been used to one in the garden, a shed in the garden. Then a bathroom. to see a bathroom inside. I'd been used to queuing up at the municipal baths, so to find a bathroom inside was magic. And a hot towel rail, never heard of. You had the immersion heater, just put a switch on and you had hot water, constant hot water. It was luxury, not what I've been used to. I came from a decent home, a good father and mother, a very happy life with my mum and dad and my brothers and sisters. But they were ordinary places, Elephant and Castle, and they were ordinary houses with a garden at the back and a toilet in the garden and a shed, no bath. Nobody had baths in those days. You just had to go to municipal. First Christmas, the transformer broke down. They couldn't cook their Christmas dinners. This block, we said, bring your turkeys to us, those or chickens, whatever you want. My wife cooked 4 or 5 turkeys over the Christmas. Next door they did. That was the spirit in this estate, all helping one another. And then they got it going after a day or a couple of days, but everybody volunteered to cook somebody's turkey or chicken or rabbit or whatever they were having. It's marvellous, the spirit that we had. Most of us have been in the forces, which made that kinship. It's just one of those things. Another little story, 1946, it was about one of the worst winters we'd ever experienced in London. The snow was 3 foot deep. I looked out the window and it was right up, more or less as high as the fence. And I thought to myself, good God, there was 3 foot of snow outside. With my flat roof, there's 3 foot of snow on top. I honestly and truly wouldn't have been surprised if the sheer weight had collapsed, and it didn't. And I thank God and I praise the German prisoners of war who put these places up. 66 years, 67 years, and they're still up. Made a marvellous job of it. Another little thing, the mayor, I could wring his neck. Sir Steve Bullock, I said his Sir should be spelled C-U-R and the Bullock should be Pullock. I'm a rude person at times, should never have said it, but he put in the paper, these people shouldn't have to live in cold, drafty, asbestos-ridden homes that were only meant for 10 years. We want to give them nice homes. I bet this is better than this place. Have you found it cold? And they got the press to come, and the Queen Mother came, and she described this place as a little oasis in the middle of London. I didn't want to see the Queen.
Why?
Well, just Irish. I wasn't interested. They dressed all their prefab up with streamers and everything, and she came and they got her to sign a book that she'd been at that address. But that's when the Queen came, 1985. I took a pride in the garden, I took a pride in the house, I was proud of my place, and I was proud of the estate. I was glad that I was a member of it, and still am. That's the point. 66 years afterwards, I'm still here.